Hello everyone, my name is Seth Sинклер. I'm an English language specialist in Almaty, Kazakhstan. I have experience teaching internationally and experience teaching non-native English speakers in the US as well.
Hello, I'm Geйл Sинklер. I am a kindergarten teacher and have been an upper elementary and middle school math teacher, and the majority of my students have also been English language learners.
Today we'll have a conversation about the different aspects of multilingualism in education. What do you call someone who speaks two languages? Bilingual. What do you call someone who speaks three languages? Trilingual. What do you call someone who speaks only one language? American. Luckily, it's not as true as it used to be. This is an old joke that I've heard. Unfortunately, most of my family and in-laws are monolingual, and many of my friends in the United States are monolingual as well. Do you have any friends or family who are monolingual? Multilingualism. What is it? It's the act of using or promoting the use of multiple languages, either by an individual speaker or by a community of speakers. Here in Kazakhstan, you guys know what multilingualism is because it is on almost a daily basis with Russian and with Kazakh, and as you are here in this conference now, learning English as well. They're working on it. Why is it important? Travel, economic benefits, the brain. There have been many studies done that being multilingual actually helps so you do not have the likelihood of getting brain diseases as frequently, such as Alzheimer's. A multilingual person. For example, there are children who learn two languages at the same time. It's called simultaneous bilinguals. In most cases of simultaneous bilinguals, there's usually one language that is dominant over the other. Which language is dominant for you or for your students? There is a possibility for a child to become naturally trilingual by having a mother or father in separate languages, being brought up in a third language environment. The example here is a dad who speaks English, a mom who speaks Mandarin, yet they are sending their son to a Cantonese school, and so the son is learning all three languages simultaneously. We have many international friends that are in similar situations here in Kazakhstan now, where they are raising their children trilingual. Passive bilingual. They understand a second language, but they do not speak it. Good. Do you know anyone who is a passive bilingual? Why is it important to know if our students are passive bilingual? What do you think? Is it important? Their comprehension might outpace their production. In other words, if someone is a passive bilingual, they are still able to understand many things, but they are not able to produce. Eventually, with instruction, passive bilinguals will very likely and very quickly can become full bilinguals. An example of passive bilingual is when I was in my first foreign country experience, living in Paraguay. After 2 years of living there, I came home and I had been speaking Spanish almost entirely the 2-year period. And my parents asked questions in English, but I could only respond in Spanish. It was kind of strange for my parents at first. My parents don't speak Spanish. My brothers had to translate. Multilingualism, code switching. This is a Spanish-English mix. A veces I forgot what language I should be speaking, y entonces it comes out así. I would love to have found an example of Kazakh and Russian. Unfortunately, I don't know those languages well enough to give you a good example there, but I'm sure you have all heard it. Do you or your students ever use code switching? Research concluded that developmental or competence in a native language serves as a foundation of proficiency that can be transposed to the second language. That's just a fancy way of saying that The better you know your native language, the easier it is to learn a foreign language.
Using digital aids to support and enhance multilingualism at home or in school. I am a big proponent of including technology in education, especially nowadays. So I've compiled some ways that teachers can incorporate digital resources to support multilingualism. First of all, teachers can create their own resources. They can make instructional videos, narrated screen recordings like this one, for read-alouds, for books, for mini lessons. There are many commercially available digital resources. YouTube education channel, two specific playlists that are available there are the Essential Literature playlist, so summaries of popular literature texts. This would be appropriate for maybe middle school, high school students, and even for adults. And closed captioning is available, which helps English language learners because they can read as well as listening to the words. The National Geographic playlist provides many science and social studies videos, and again, closed captioning is available. There are many learning and game apps and websites that are available. At this point, many of them are free due to the pandemic. Some of them are always free. Some of them eventually will require a subscription, but at this point, this is just a very small list of what is available. Quizlet is a digital flashcard website. Your students can create or use flashcards already created to help practice with vocabulary. Newsella is current events articles, and they have them differentiated by Lexile level so that you can assign them to students based on their ability. Common Lit is for reading passages. BBC Tech offers teaching resources as well as ready-made interactive lessons. Kahoot, students are able to play and even create their own quiz games. This is very popular right now here in Kazakhstan and in the US. Duolingo, you may be familiar with. It's a game-style language learning app. The British Council, this website is enormous. It has culture and language sharing through activities, games, and audiovisual lessons, and you just have to take the time to explore it because it has so much to offer. Starfall is interactive literacy practice. They also have some math games, but their heavy focus is on literacy, specifically for early year students to get them reading and recognizing English letters and sounds. The English Media Lab has leveled interactive practice for grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation. The International Children's Digital Library has many free digitalized books in multiple languages. And ESL Video helps improve listening, speaking, grammar, and vocabulary skills through videos, many of which are popular movies that kids like to watch. These are just a few of the options that are available, and a list with all of these links will be provided to you.
So, final thoughts for multilingualism. One of my favorite things about living here in Kazakhstan is how important people view keeping their heritage language and also using international languages as well and learning them. I think it's so important that we create environments where our students are not afraid to make mistakes in these multilingual classrooms. And I'm very proud to be a part of this trilingual initiative that is in Kazakhstan. Спасибо, thank you, and